Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Carson Kelly Games Podcast. It is currently a beautiful night. It is very quiet and peaceful here in the compound. We have a lot to talk about this month on the 5th episode of the Carson Kelly Games Podcast. My name is Carson Kelly, and how you doing? So, let's get straight into it. The month of May. A lot has happened. The first book from Carson Kelly Publishing has released, Starfall Cross Lovers, as well as numerous numerous regional channels have gone live, such as Carson Kelly Publishing Japan, Canada, and Latin channels. I don't know why I keep saying challenges, but I'm having a problem speaking tonight. Alright. But yeah, there is a lot of cool things that have happened. A lot of regional channels have gone live, so that's nice. Starfall Cross Lovers has gone live. It's doing pretty good. The reviews are mixed, but it's okay. That's okay. Not everybody will like everything, and that's perfectly okay, I guess. And yeah, Starfall Martians Rising, the next book, releases in June 9th. A few weeks from now, as I'm recording this, so that's nice. Then we got the follow-up book to that coming shortly after. Very fast turnaround we got going on here at Carson Kelly Publishing, and it is very, very exciting. There is over 30 projects in the works at Carson Kelly Publishing, from Talking Dogs books to comics to novels to novellas and so much more. I don't know how long this episode will be, because I know in June we have a lot to talk about. So the 6th episode of the podcast will be about maybe 30 to 50 minutes, maybe an hour max. But this one will be short because there is a lot of things happening last minute, and I'm trying to prepare for the big month ahead in June. We got Talking Dogs Day coming up, and we got the first details of Project Blue being shared in June at some point. And yeah, Talking Dogs Day, it is very mixed right now. Some stuff I am holding back on for what is to come. Obviously, there is a lot to expect with Talking Dogs. We got the mobile game, a series of books coming that I am writing. Every day I'm writing something. Short and sweet books. We got short stories, we got novels, we got novellas, we got audiobooks. I'm also working on the side very early on, planning. And we got exclusive books as well. And we got the big feature-length books that are very, very long. 500 to 700 pages of story. So that's very, very nice. We got a lot of Talking Dogs books coming. We'll talk about those on Talking Dogs Day. And some stuff that was supposed to be a Talking Dogs Day has gotten pushed, because I want to save it for a different time. But yeah, it's an exciting few weeks. My partners at PlayStation just announced they are doing a big showcase. So that's going to be awesome to look forward to as a fan and a developer partner, because I am excited to see what the other talented developer studios and third-party partners are working on for the PlayStation 5. Yeah, but we're here talking about Carson Kelly Games and all of that. But yeah, let's talk a little bit about Talking Dogs the game. How's it going? It's going very nice. A lot of stuff has gotten upgraded. I'm working on the sound development because I wanted to make it better for when it's time to present the game again in full and a much better standing. I could present the sound and the environments. My favorite part right now is the water in the game. It sounds awesome. It sounds like real life. Real life water, if that makes any sense. Like when you splash around and when you walk on the water with Phil, it's pretty cool. The sound development is going nice. A lot of things I restarted on the game just because I wanted to do it a little better. Some of the areas in the game from when I first shared it, from the first teasers, first little trailer snippets, first screenshots, a lot has changed. But I am looking forward to showing off the game sometime this year again. I was going to show more of it on Talking Dogs Day, but some other stuff I want to show first before I give you the big piece, which is Talking Dogs the game. Plus the Talking Dogs books, I highly suggest you purchasing one of them, either Phil's Big Adventure, Glenn's Journey, or Kelvin's Wish, because all these characters will someday meet together in the Talking Dogs games, of course. It's not like all connected or anything. You can read these stories any way you want, but it is very exciting. I was just making sure I wasn't speaking loud, because I know it's very late as I am recording this. But yeah, I'm looking forward to the Talking Dogs books getting out there, people reading them. Yeah, we got a lot coming. I won't say how many projects are at Carson Kelly Games, but there's about 5 to 10 active projects in development at Carson Kelly Games, while there's 30 at Carson Kelly Publishing. And I am doing a lot. And I am very happy with what I am doing in the slate. It'll take years and years for everything to fulfill and get to where it needs to be on various projects. Some stuff's early, some stuff's at the tail end, like Talking Dogs. It's in a long post-production process because I went back in and I changed a lot of things over time, because I believe over time when my thoughts and inspiration changes, and I just want to change up some things, make it better. I'm never satisfied with the final version. I never am. And that's just something that's always been with me. If something's done and ready, it's done. But if I check it again, I'll immediately say, wow, I know I could change this again. That happens often with some of my active game projects. And I'm excited to show off the game project soon, even though it's also a bit, gives me anxiety issues. I'll be honest, it gets me ramped up when I'm days, weeks, or months away from preparing to share something Talking Dogs related, because it takes a long time to get everything together, marketing wise. You have to work with different partner departments, make sure they're all ready and embargoes are all set, nothing goes out too early like that happened before, where a trailer went out 7 to 10 hours early for, I forget, it was one of the teasers for Talking Dogs, and it went out a bit early than expected. It was a fun time. That was I was around 4 or 5 in the morning my time, and wasn't supposed to go out until noon. But that's in the past. The future is bright. I am very excited to share more Talking Dogs soon. I also want to talk a little bit about Talking Dogs Into the Wilds VR. If you don't already know, that game was formerly stopped. I stopped development on Talking Dogs Into the Wilds VR, which was a game specifically built for the PSVR 2. I stopped it because I feel like we could reach more people in the world in a global audience scale if it's turned into a full-length book. And that's what I am doing. I'm changing its course. The game itself is canned. It's done. Canceled. But it's now turning into a book. And the book is targeting a spring 24 release. It's Talking Dogs Into the Wilds, and it's about Kelvin, a very good boy. He's a golden retriever, and he's going to come across a Martian named Harper. And that's all I will tell you about on Talking Dogs Into the Wilds book. And it's very exciting. It will be available in ebook, paper, and hardcover. And maybe we'll do some signed copies as well for the Talking Dogs books. That's an idea I have. I also would like to confirm, ahead of the big website 3.0 day that's around the corner, Carson Kelly Games gear will be launching this holiday season. That's kind of that's a lot's coming with that. Over between five between I don't want to say how many products are going to be available at launch, but it is going to be a lot. It's probably about 2 to 4 collections of stuff inspired from the franchises that we have, such as Starfall, Talking Dogs, and Dreamscape. Dreamscape, the mobile games, we're going to talk about in the future again as we get closer to their campaigns and stuff. But yeah, Dreamscape Infinite and Apocalypse, they're very fun little games. They're very short. They're not story length games or anything. It's just It's very cool. We'll talk more about the mobile games down the line. I'm going to check my clock real quick, make sure I'm not running out of time here. I still have a lot of time. But yeah, the next episode is going to be a long one, folks. So if you're enjoying this episode so far, thanks for listening and enjoy it. I'm going to drink some tea real quick. Sorry about that. I'm a bit running off course here, but let's get back on topic. Project Blue, the video streaming platform, is going well. A lot of content is planned for it and for its day one launch. That is exciting stuff. That is also, just a reminder, Project Blue is a video streaming platform where you can listen to the CKG podcast like this, and you can preview and watch all upcoming content from CKG and its subsidiaries such as Carson Kelly Publishing, Pictures, and Productions. There's going to be a lot of content available. Even some content I produced for my personal channels over the years. That's also pretty cool. It's going to be a variety of content. It's not just going to be CKG mainly, but I am looking forward to sharing more with you guys on Project Blue sometime in June with the official naming and branding. That's going to be very cool. That's going to be a very cool day. I'm looking forward to that. And yeah. The big website update. Very big update. There's a lot happening on the websites. We also just announced that web development has begun for the Carson Kelly Games Japan and Latima channels. So that is nice. That is nice. I just heard some weird sound outside. That's pretty weird. Okay. Alright, back to, that was weird. I heard some sounds outside. I don't know. Sound like a skunk walking by, or I don't know. Who knows? But anyway, the CKG website 3.0 update is on its way. A lot of updates will also happen throughout that day, because it's going to be a pretty crazy day. We got Talking Dogs Day. We're going to be sharing a lot of updates. The CKG Japan and Latima channel websites are in early stages, and they won't launch until the later half of 2024, which I'm confirming today. As you're listening to this, it's confirmed that the CKG Latima and Japan channels will launch in 2024. That's also a big year for Carson Kelly Games. We're not going to talk about why is it a big year, but it's a big year. There's some pretty cool stuff planned for the year 2024 and beyond. A lot of cool stuff. The next 5 or 6 years are very, very exciting. But sometimes you gotta live in the present, and I have trouble with that. Because I like to see what's in the future, and I know how the stories I am creating end and how they start, which is also pretty crazy to think about, because someday it's gonna end Talking Dogs. And I know how the story concludes and how it ends. But it'll be a long time before we get there, and I am looking forward to people playing Talking Dogs and reading the books, because there is a lot of Talking Dogs, and I've been planning it for years. This episode of the podcast will be short and sweet because of the larger episode coming next month, where you might be seeing me on Facecam. We're going to talk a lot about what happened in June, because this is why we got to talk about. We got to talk about the new website, all the new features there, the Carson Kelly Productions website launching into the CKG website, the publishing website also. Actually, publishing is not going live until September or December. Most likely September, but could be pushed to December. Don't know yet on that details, but we're working closely on that to make sure it's ready to go and stuff. But yeah, guys, there's a lot to look forward to at Carson Kelly Games, Publishing, Productions, and Pictures. I am hearing lots of noises. Check my phone. Maybe I have a phone call. No. That's weird. Okay. Back on topic. So yeah, May, a lot has happened. Carson Kelly Publishing first book, Starfall Crossed Lovers, released. We also announced Martians Rising just a couple weeks back. That's exciting stuff. And we got the follow-up to that book coming out very soon, sometime after. Then we're going to go quiet for a little bit and prepare for the second half of the year, which is going to be a very big one. Very, very big second half of the year, and I'm looking forward to it. But, well, guys, we're going to conclude the podcast a bit early. Because, like I said, there is a lot to do, and there's a lot of things to finalize ahead of the big month ahead in June for Talking Dogs, Starfall, and other stuff, including Project Blue, which we'll be sharing a lot of information on in the summertime. Enjoy the next few weeks if you're a fan of video games. It's going to be very exciting. There's going to be a lot to look forward to if you're a video game fan like myself. I'm very excited to see what the industry has to offer for the next few years and even beyond. Because sometimes you got to look beyond than the present. But, oh, for a second I thought it said I was not recording. That would have been bad if I wasn't recording. But yeah, folks, if you got this far in the podcast, thank you for listening. My name is Carson Kelly with Carson Kelly Games, and I will see you next time on episode 6 and on June 30th or June 29th for the 6th episode of the Carson Kelly Games podcast. And we'll also be sharing more details on the future of the Carson Kelly Games podcast in that episode as we are entering the halfway point of the year, and I'll tell you guys a little bit of what lies ahead from that point on when we get there, of course. But, yeah. Stay safe, everybody. Play some games and enjoy the next few weeks if you're a gamer. And as we go through June, July, August, and beyond, it's going to be an exciting time for video games. Thank you for listening. My name is Carson Kelly, and I'll see you next time on the Carson Kelly Games podcast. Reach for the stars. Peace.